Hi, I'm Patrick with Just Got Played. I'm here in my home board game room where I am sequestered during COVID. It's getting harder and harder to play games with groups of people and getting their opinions and getting a real feel for these games. When you really have to be careful for your neighbor and watch out and make sure that we don't spread the disease anymore. But thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me for Friday the 13th Horror at Camp Crystal Lake. So, Friday the 13th, Horror at Camp Crystal Lake, it's a mouthful, is at its very element a push your luck kind of game. Essentially, each player is trying to accumulate a certain amount of supplies, and they go out every night and do that. There's a time tracker on it. As each day gets worse, you go from day to day to day. The chance of you pulling a Jason token out of his bag increases. So what you do on your turn is either you dig out a Jason or dig out a token, hopefully it's a supply token that you need, or you play a card out of your hand. Every player gets 5 cards at the beginning of the game. Or you decide to return back to the camp for the night. If you return back to the camp for the night, you take all of your items that you had with you and you score them and you're safe. Every other player has to watch out as they increase the amount of Jason tokens they have on their player board. The bigger the chances that they're going to get hurt by Jason and drop all their stuff. They don't get any credit for points that turn and return back to Camp Crystal Lake empty-handed. So you can see how you're pressing your luck because you're allowed to draw from the bag as many times as you want. It's going to give you an increased chance of drawing a Jason token every single time you do it. The game goes over 5 nights, and at the end of the 5th night you total up all the points, and the player that has the most is the winner. So there are a couple other little aspects I want to go over before I get into what I feel about the game. There are these critical supply objective cards. One of these gets placed out onto the player board or the main board every turn, and when you do that, if you have a certain collection of cards, you get a bonus. Also, there's a skewed scoring system. If you get 3 of a kind, you're allowed to multiply the points of another kind of token. I assume that's so that they don't have some giant runaway. And then also, if you have 4 of a kind, you can double the value of 2 other tokens. And then you get bonuses for having sets of different supply items. And that's basically the course of the game. They have individual player cards and they have their own personalities, but they don't have any variable player powers. And that gets me to my review. I have to say, I absolutely love Press Your Luck. I have been doing more and more Press Your Luck games myself. I enjoy playing them. I enjoy trying to produce a really quality Press Your Luck game, and this is my wheelhouse. I enjoy it. That being said, the aspects of the game that I don't particularly enjoy is most of these fear cards that you can play every turn are take that cards. So you can take one of your Jason tokens and put on another player or steal one of their items. And then there are some counterspell cards, right? That in the advanced game, if you put the defense cards in there, you can block some of those cards that are being played on you. So that kind of weighs down the game. Anytime you have a negating card or a counterspell card, it's going to slow down the process of the game, and it's not going to move as quickly. So those are the things that I dislike about it. That, and maybe I don't feel the theme coming through of this game. A post-apocalypse game would fit this theme better, in my opinion. You're out gathering supplies and there's bad guys that are hurting you, as opposed to Jason, who you really don't have any fear for because he doesn't kill you like in the movies. There's not that horror fear of the impending Jason. You have to get 2 Jason tokens, and then the only thing is you lose the points for that round, which is detrimental. Another thing is you have a lot of luck. You have a lot of luck. And pulling these tokens out of this bag are completely chance that you might grab 2 Jasons in a row and that could screw you up for that turn. Or you may get lucky and draw all the stuff that you need to get all your bonuses for. So it's a high luck game. It does reward press your luck aspects to it. The more courage you have, usually the better off you are. There's even a bravery track bonus on the main board that if you're the last one in, you get more of these bonus cards back to your hand. So that's my opinion. I honestly really enjoy this game. I will bring it back to the table over and over again because I do like fast, very easy to understand press your luck games, and that is quintessentially what this game is. Not everybody's gonna like it. It's gonna have, those luck haters are gonna really hate on this game because they could really get messed up. People that don't like Take That are really going to dislike this game because that is an aspect of the game. It's not the primary aspect, but it definitely is in it. So just keep those things in mind when you're thinking about purchasing Friday the 13th Horror at Camp Crystal Lake. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon at a convention or a board game store or something. But once this COVID's taken care of and we're all good and healthy. Thank you.